Hey, you guys, it's your girl Aquila coming straight at you from Diva-Villege. My mind, my thoughts. Tonight, I have a guest with me tonight. I have my girl August Styles with me tonight. August, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name is August Styles from the Beauty Cave. I also host on a Saturday morning wake up show when that's on, but it's me.
August, thank you so very much for coming in. We're going to go ahead and get started because as the people come in, I usually just backtrack and repeat. Somebody's there already. Hey, how are you? So, August, the title of the show today is Hey, Ann. The title of the show tonight is Don't Depend on Him. Ah. How you doing, Ann? Start that sharing, girl. So when I say don't depend on him, you know it's not just him, right?
Right.
Because men shouldn't depend on women either.
Right.
Because you know,
the guys need the new pair of J's. They want to go to the girl like,
hey Norman, how are you? So the reason why I brought this show up tonight to talk about it is because I realized that a lot of people feel entitled. They feel that someone owes them and somebody should always be taking care of them. Instead of people being independent and taking care of themselves, they always feel that somebody else should be taking care of them. What do you think about that, August?
I think sometimes people are just raised that way. Not saying that it's okay. I don't think it's okay. But I think some people just automatically think, or they've been spoiled their entire lives, that they think someone else, especially in a relationship, is supposed to give to them.
Wow. Because me, I have a saying, right? I always say, if you don't expect anything, you can't be disappointed. But there are women as well as men that get crazy when people they don't take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I say, let me. What's the best way to put this right here? The best way to put this is, I say, with me and my husband, right? I say, okay, I take care of myself, but he takes care of us. Meaning, I'll take care of what I need, like my hair, my nails, my bags, whatever. And then he takes care of everything else pertaining to us. As a unit, we're both going to take care of bills and things of that nature.
Right. As it should be. Some people think that the men are supposed to get their nails done and their hair done and give them money for shopping. Just give me the card and I swipe.
But you know what? The sad part about that is people who depend upon other people to do everything for them, when that day comes and that person is not there, that person doesn't want to do anymore for you, that person is lost.
Right. Then you don't have nobody else. I mean, you could go look for somebody else, a new sugar daddy.
but you know what though? Now, way back in the days, okay, women used to stay home and men used to work. That's not the same thing, man. It's changed totally now because you meet everybody.
Yeah, especially living in New York.
The cost of living is ridiculous. And I say that too because going back to hair and nails and stuff, you like me, you know what I'm saying? You're going to keep your hair done. You're going to keep your nails done. But you know what? Some people don't realize that you run people away when you're always asking them to do something for you.
Right. Because not every relationship isn't about that. So if you're coming into a relationship expecting to be catered to and given everything, you're losing out on something that's important. Something more in a relationship than what you're looking for.
Exactly. And the thing is, when you're with somebody, that person is your partner. That person is not your mother nor your father. So why do you expect that person to take care of you?
Some people don't think that. They think that's what the partner is. If you want me to look good, cough up the money.
and that's bad too because you should want yourself to look good, whether he wants you to look good or not. I mean, because there are some people that want their significant other to look like a rag doll, so nobody else looks at them besides them.
Right. like that.
So my first thing is right here. I feel that having to ask people for money sometimes can be demeaning. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, what do you mean it's demeaning? The reason why I say sometimes when you are asking people for money, it's demeaning because they throw it back in your face, or it's like, oh, I want a soda, but I can't have this soda because if he says no or she says no, I can't have it. And then it comes down to like, every time I turn around, you constantly asking me for money for this, asking me money for that. Doesn't that become a bit demeaning after a while?
Right, right. Or when someone expects, like, okay, I've done this for you, now you got to do something for me.
Exactly.
I don't, and I don't like to be put in that predicament. Like, you're never gonna throw that in my face. I'll do it for myself.
See, now you're like me, but there are people. I mean, this is something that I used to always say. I gotta make sure that I have for myself because as a woman, right? Say it's that time of the month and you need something, and if you ask him for money and he say no, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
And people don't think about things like that because nobody has to take care of you. You have to be independent enough to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I see you saying, hey, Catherine, just you guys please share so everybody can see what August and I are talking about. Another thing is, let me just take this off first. Take this one off too. Okay. So we're gonna hide this one. And we're going to hide this one. We're gonna hide everything. Hide this one. Okay. Knowing that you can take care of yourself gives you a peace of mind. What you think, August?
That's a fact because you know you don't like, just like you've been saying this entire show, when if somebody has the audacity to tell you no and you're in a predicament where there's nothing you can do, now that makes you feel low. Like, what can I do for myself? I can't do nothing for myself because I depended on this person the entire time. No, I can't allow that to happen to me. If I am saying, hey, can you get my nails done, my hair done, I still got a stash on the side just in case. You're not gonna play me.
But I feel that if you can do for yourself, you have for yourself, it gives you a peace of mind. Because like you said, the last thing you want is somebody throwing it in your face what they did for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's so much better to have your own. But they say God bless the child that has his own.
And you feel good about yourself. You feel good like, I got this done. I worked for this. This is mine.
Thank you. But there's so many people, men and women, they can't say that because they're always waiting for somebody else to do something for them. I got a message that's coming up and it says, cuz this is wonderful, your YouTube channel. I told you guys to go to that YouTube, Diva-Villege, D-I-V-A hyphen Villege. And as you can see what August and I are wearing tonight. Stay Diva. So we're gonna move right along. Let me see. Hold on. Let me move it down, sir. Okay. It's nice to give each other gifts. Now, the reason why I say it's nice to give each other's gift, because a person that's constantly taking doesn't know what it feels like to give somebody something.
Right. And to get the reaction that you get when you know that this person really wants it or desires it, that reaction is so much better than receiving something. Like, I know my boyfriend plays video games, and I know he needs the 2K every time, every year. Not need it, but he likes it. So I surprise it with him. I pre-ordered the game every single time, and he's excited about it. It feels good when someone else receives something and is excited about it.
So, August, so we have someone that just made a comment, and I'll put it up on the screen so we can answer this. This person's name is Lejeune, and they says, you shouldn't have to be independent. If your man can't provide for you, then why stay with him? Okay, I'm glad you said that. Because this is the thing right here. He's not your father. So why should he have to provide for you? Why do you need a man to buy something for you that you can buy for yourself? You can get your nails done. You can get your hair done. Why does your man have to do that? If he's there and he's helping you provide, you got food in your house, when you hit that light switch, the lights go on and off. Why does he have to buy things that you want? As long as your needs are taken care of, why do he have to buy things that you want? What, August, you want to add to that?
You could still be an independent woman and still be in a relationship and depend on your spouse or your man for certain things. Just like you said, like you take care of your hair, your nails, and everything that you want, and the bills and everything, you guys come together. It's not like you're saying, oh, I can pay my own apartment. I don't need you. I can pay for my own house. I can pay for my own bills. No, you guys collaborate with stuff like that. And the last topic that you were getting into in regards to gifts, you guys exchange gifts with each other and make each other happy. That doesn't mean that you completely shut out in the relationship and become independent.
Exactly.
But to fully depend and expect someone to do everything for you is like, I don't know, how does that, it wouldn't make me feel good. Some people enjoy it.
But I feel that if you are only in a relationship for what somebody can give to you, why are you in that relationship?
Why are you in that relationship?
Where's the love? Is there any love? What is it? It's like a loveless relationship is just, what can you do for me? No.
Now it's only one way.
So Norman says, I don't pay for my wife's hair or nails. I help pay for the bills and so on. Norman, so that's a real man. That's a real man. If she wants to get her nails and stuff done, let her pay for her nails and stuff herself. Her hair, let her pay for that herself. But like you said, you help take care of the bills. That's where you need to be right there.
Okay, so Aquila, I have a question.
Sure.
If let's say she usually pays for her hair and her nails and he pays for the bills, he helps with the bills, is it okay for her to occasionally say, hey babe, I don't have it right now, I have a hair appointment, can you give me the money?
Yes, you can, because it's not a always thing, something that you're dependent on. That's not what it is, because sometimes you do fall on hard times, and sometimes you do need for somebody to help you. So yeah, you can ask. Hold on, this one says, this is LeJohn again. Sometimes though, you should be able to make her look good too, once in a blue, like paying for her hair. Yeah, that's what August just said. Yeah, every now and then you can do it, but this is not something that she should expect. My motto is, if you don't expect anything, you can't be disappointed. I do for myself, and whatever he does for me, it's a plus. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I spend for my hair. August, you know what you spend for your hair. You know what I'm saying? And running back and forth to the hairdresser with what I spend for my hair, I'm not even gonna expect anybody to do that. I know, like, if I'm going shopping, I know I like shoes. I know when I buy shoes, I'm buying 3 or 4 pair of shoes at one time. I don't expect anybody else to go out and buy me 3 and 4 pair of shoes. I know when I buy.
But if they do, that's great. If they do, that's excellent.
Right. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it themselves. They're not going to do it because I asked them to. You know what I'm saying? I feel that you in a relationship, and if your significant other decides they're going to go out and do something for you other than what you're asking, I think that's great.
Right.
Hey, Antoinette, how are you? And this is James Robinson, and he's saying, stop with the hair. Listen, I know what I spend on. Yeah, I know what I spend on my hair. When I'm buying bags and stuff, I know what I'm spending on my bags and stuff. I don't expect anybody to do that, because I already know exactly my taste and my style. What about you, August?
I agree with you. I have a friend that knows, like, I have more than one friend who would depend on, it's not necessarily their boyfriend, but it's certain people that they know they'll go to, okay, this person's going to do my hair, this person's going to do my nails, and this person's going to buy me outfits. What do you think about if they're not your man.
Okay. If, again, it comes down to how comfortable are you with asking people to do stuff for you. And then
Yeah.
when you ask and they say no, how does it make you feel?
Yeah.
And then on top of all that, every time you see this person, you asking this person, oh, you know, could you get my hair done? Could you get my nails done? Could you? How you think that person feels? Like, God, here she come again. I don't even feel like being bothered because I know she wants something. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there that know your payday better than you do. And the
Right.
minute that
Yes.
you get paid, and they there to ask.
Vice versa. Women, it's the same thing, men and women.
Wilhelmina says, I agree. It's helpful for your husband or man to pay the bills, or at least help pay the bills. Why not contribute as well by paying for things you want for yourself, which I agree. Hold on. And if he does it for you, that's even better, but don't expect it. I agree with you 100%. Because what happens is, after a while, men get tired of doing that. Women get tired of doing that too. Because it's just like, I live here in New York City, and so does August. And every day in and day out, from the minute we leave our house to go to the train station and everything, what do we see? Somebody begging us, right or wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the minute you sit down on the train, you got somebody hopping past you. Can you spare some of this? Can you spare that? Could you loan me this? Could you loan it? And after a while, you get tired of it. And sometimes, I know with me, I've seen some of the same people over and over.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? What time, when is it, do you think this is the right time for you to get up and start trying to help yourself? And then raising kids, if your kids are seeing that this is what you're doing, constantly begging somebody to do something for you. And I say begging because when you do it more than 1 or 2 times, it's begging.
Right.
How can you get your kids to do something different and this is what you're doing?
Exactly. Right. Now, but is it begging if the person is allowing it? Like, what if the female or the male does not have a problem with giving every time someone asks?
Okay. Now, this is the thing with that. If you start something, you have to be able or willing to finish it. So don't start doing this right here and then you decide, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And this person is constantly coming to you asking because this is what this person is used to. You constantly giving to them. So how do you stop that?
Right, exactly.
So then,
and now the person's coming like, you've been doing this the entire time. Now you don't want to do it no more. And that also goes back to your point. You depending on this man, and now he's done with it.
Exactly.
Now your hair looking all ragged.
And your hair looking ragged because you didn't take it upon yourself to go get your hair done or get your hair done because you just like, oh, you know what? I know he gonna take care of me because he always does this right here. And that one day you come around, or she or he come around, and that person be like, you know what? Nah, I can't do this no more. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
And it's sad, but people depend upon people for the wrong reason. That's why I say, I'll take care of me and he'll take care of us. Let's see what else we got on this right here, you guys. Let me see. Ann says, we give to each other all the time. And Ann, that's the best way to be. You don't need a special occasion to give. You just give. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not asking for anything. He's not asking for anything. You just give. My next thing is right here. Let me let me take off some of this stuff. Now this, you don't need a man to take care of you, a man or woman. And I've had people that have been going back and forth with me about this right here. So I ask people, I'm going to ask you, August, since you're sitting right there with me. Do you want your man or do you need your man?
I want a man. I want a companion.
Right. But
do
you
I
need it?
need? No.
Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. Because I've been asking different people this same question. Antoinette said, don't start nothing if you can't continue it. 100% right. 100% right. I've been asking people this since last week. Do you need this person or do you want this person? And what people are saying to me is, I need this person. So I asked somebody yesterday, so what do you need this person for? Oh, to take out the garbage and stuff. You can't take out the garbage yourself? That's not a need. That's a want. Norman said, what? Yes. Do you need that person or do you want that person? Anything that you can do for yourself, you don't need anybody to do it for you. Right or wrong?
That's right. I think there's a difference between needing someone, and like I don't need certain things to be done right in my relationship. I would like to have a man that provides and helps out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's there for me, supportive.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of the relationship, right?
Right.
But do I have to depend on you to do certain things? No, I know how to make my own doctor's appointments.
Yes.
I know how to get something out of the cabinet. Do you need me as a man to cook for you? No, I mean, you might need somebody to cook for you, but that's also a want, because that's something you can learn to do on your own.
See what I'm
if
saying?
you're hungry.
Exactly. And as far as needing, there are more men that cook now than women. So
Yeah.
does he need you to cook for him? Absolutely not. Does he want you to cook for him? Yeah, I like a meal every now and then. But people
Right.
get it mixed up. Oh, I need this person. No, you want this person. Only time I would say that somebody needs somebody, say the person is sick or something like that,
Right.
then you need somebody there to help to take care of you. That's a
Yeah.
need.
And I think another thing, that's the difference between males and females in relationship. Like, I think it's more than often that men know that they don't need women in relationships. So I know, like, there's some people in the chat that's saying, like, what? When you're breaking up in a relationship, men are heartbroken too, but they
Yes,
get over it faster than women. And women have in their mind, oh my goodness, I need him because he was the one to do this and he was the one to do that. And then you're stuck on this
yes,
when someone's doing you wrong. You need to know your worth
yes.
and know that you don't need to depend on anybody for
Preach,
anything.
preach, preach.
And that's why men get over relationships quicker than women.
Well, honey, you sure said a mouthful, and I agree with you 100%. And you're right, because they do say, "Oh, he's gone. I need him. Who's gonna do this for me? You get up and do it yourself." I
Right,
mean,
right.
simple thing. Taking out the garbage, you can take out the garbage yourself. Cooking, you can cook yourself. Laundry, whatever it is that you were dependent on him to do, you can do it yourself. Somebody said before that I want my woman to look nice. And you know what? That's a good thing that you want your woman to look nice, but your woman should also want to look nice on her own. That day that you don't want her to look nice, she should still be out walking around looking 100.
Right.
What else we got here, you guys? I'm glad you guys are enjoying this right here. Let me see. As a woman, you can do anybody. You can do things for yourself unconditionally. There is no strings attached when you have your own. Go ahead, Aubrey.
Exactly. That's what makes you, that's in a relationship. When people say you have to love yourself first, when you love yourself first, you can go into that relationship and be happy no matter what.
Yeah,
If the person isn't gonna do something for you, fine.
exactly.
You know what your own happiness, you know what makes yourself happy.
Because you know your worth.
Right.
August, Norman said, who told you that men get over faster than women?
Well, from my experience, what I've seen, like I have a friend and she's just so distraught. And there's men that's like, whatever, like,
And they
you
keep
know
it
what, this is
moving.
a loss. This is a loss. Like, I'm gonna move on and find somebody else. I had a man say that I'll find someone else. I'll find someone new. No, I'm not gonna find another you, but I'm gonna find someone else.
Yeah.
And the same thing with women. But I haven't heard it as much from women. And I think it comes from like confidence. Self-love is important, exactly.
But you know what it is? Before you can accept love from anybody else, first you'd have to know how to love yourself. But how can you
Right.
love yourself when you constantly dependent upon somebody else to fill that void?
Right.
Wilhelmina says, me too. Listen, this is all that I have to say, you guys. I mean, I have some more stuff I'm going to bring up in a minute, but this is what I'm saying. Like August said, I know a lot of women, they sit around and they cry. I probably did it myself back in the day. Sit around, cry, oh, he's gone. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? My baby's gone. My baby's gone. You have to be able to take care of yourself. So if that day happened, you will be able to survive. I used to work with this lady, and I work in the bank. She worked in the bank longer than I did. Her husband did all the banking and everything for her. He wrote all the checks. He paid all the bills. He balanced the checkbook. Lo and behold, he passed away. She was lost. She worked at the bank and could not even balance her own checkbook.
Wow.
And that's bad. And again,
Bad.
it comes down to, do you need him or do you want him? Now she needs it. Well, I think she's dead in that too, but at the same time, she needed him because she didn't know how to do that. Instead of her making herself self-sufficient, so if anything happened, that she would be able to continue on with her life, she just left it out like that, which wasn't a good thing. Anne says, wait a minute. Take this off. Anne says, I do love me. That's the most important thing. You have to love yourself. Before anybody else can love you, before you can accept love from anybody else, you have to love yourself. And I think probably the reason why people become so dependent on other people is because they don't know how to love themselves.
Right.
Which is not a good thing. Let's see. I got more. Hold on, you guys. Okay. The thing about having your own money is you can spend it any kind of way you want to, and you don't have to answer to nobody. Now, if you come to me and you ask me for some money, the first thing I'm going to say to you is, what do you need it for?
Right.
But if I have my own money and I want to go out shopping, who can tell me you can't buy this, you can't buy that, you can't do this? Who can tell me that if it's my own?
Yeah, yeah. But when you're married, is it your own?
Yeah. Sorry, you guys. to shake it. Because again, I take care of me, he take care of us. So even though we're married, certain things that I do, certain bills and stuff that I make, I don't expect him to pay them. I don't expect him to pay my credit card bill because I'm messing up. I don't expect him to pay to shop for me and stuff like that. I don't expect it. He does it because he wants to. It's not because I'm like, babe, you know what? I need you to pay this bill. Babe, nah. We don't even get down like that.
I think the key word here is expectation. Like you said, you don't expect him to do it. No. And one of the listeners, one of the guys said, like, you know, you should want to give your girl money for your hair, for her hair, her nails and stuff. And I agree with that to an extent in regards to expectations. Does she expect that to happen?
Every time.
You should want to. I should want to be able to buy my man stuff when he wants it. But does he expect it? Is that an expectation that I should do whatever, even if it's not monetary? Do you expect me to do the dishes or household chores? Is that an expectation? And it's something that you can do on your own.
Exactly. And that's the thing that people have to, they have to know the definition of that word, expected. Is this what you expect me to do? No, take care of yourself. Listen, I tell anybody, God bless the child that has his own. And I also feel that when it comes down to making decisions, if you have your own money and you're making decisions about your money, it makes you feel good about yourself. You know, like,
Yes.
okay, I got this extra money. So you know what? Let me put some extra money on this credit card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about nobody else, but that makes me feel good. Norman says, share the chores. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. I agree. I agree because I'm not doing everything.
It comes down to, again, needs and wants. Do you want this person or do you need this person? You know what I'm saying? I need you to be in here washing dishes. No, you want me to wash these dishes. You don't need me to wash dishes because your hands is working too.
Right.
I have a few more things, you guys. Let me just get right here to it. Let me just get right to it. Okay. Your financial independence is a symbol of your success. What you think, August?
Wow.
Huh?
That's deep. That's deep because it shows that you just financially you're stable financially for yourself. So it has nothing to do with anyone else. Even if you are asking someone to help you out for some, like, you know exactly what you're spending your money on, where it's going, when it's going, where. And you should always treat yourself when you get paid. Like, something, when you first get paid, you need to do something just for you and then do it out and makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I've done something. I worked hard for this.
Exactly. Exactly. Antoinette says it makes you feel good when you have
Yes.
your own money. You 100% right. And financially, when you have your own money, it is like a sign of success. You know, say you went through hard times or something, and you had to pick yourself up and start all over again. Then to get to this point where you can do for yourself or you can do for your family, it is a symbol of success.
Right.
I mean, some people may not see it as a symbol of success. They may just say, like, okay, you work it, okay, but it
Yeah.
means something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I've gone through all my points and everything, but I do want to say, hey, Lynette, how are you? Wait, let me post her comment, you guys, because I didn't see this one. Hold on. Lynette said, in today's world, it takes multiple streams of income to run a household. The man and the woman need to be a team. They
Right.
are a team. Oh, go ahead, August. I see you nodding your head. Go ahead.
I agree with that 100%. Especially in this, like, if you live in New York, you know how the rent is, you know how expensive it is. I think that's very important to work as a team. That, and I think like rent now, they expect it to be a two-person household.
Yeah.
But like now, I'm planning to buy a house.
Okay.
But the house that I'm planning to buy is based off of my income. Everything extra, the tax, everything is based off of my income. I'm expecting that it's going to be a two-person household.
Right.
However, in case of an emergency, I need to afford this by myself.
Okay. Now, I always said that also. Now, I agree with Lynette also that in that little circle, it should be a team. However, on both sides, if anything should happen, somebody, well, you should better take care of yourself if something should happen. Say you both you guys are working, everything is going well, and say for some reason, say he loses his job or you lose your job, you still gonna be a team. But that one person, I feel, should be able to still hold everything up until that person can get themselves back together. Now, is that something that's wanted or something that's needed or expected? You would want something like that to happen. You would expect something like that to happen. But is it needed? Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. But August, congratulations on you and your whole situation with getting the house. I
Thank you.
I commend you on what you just said because it's everything that we've been saying. You'll get in the house is based on your income. The taxes and everything is based on you. And whatever else comes in with it is extra.
Right, right.
If you go in thinking that somebody is going to be there to take care of you, a lot of times you're going to be disappointed because it's not going to happen that way. You know what I'm saying? Because people are quick to say, I didn't tell you to get that house. My name is not on that. Why should I have to do this right here? And you sitting there like, well, I mean, I thought you was going to help me. Who told you I was going to help you? Norman, he's crazy. Norman says that I don't work for my money. Norman, you already work for your money already. That's why you don't work for your money anymore.
He said he don't work hard.
Huh?
He said he don't work hard for his money. Well, I need to work a little less hard, Norman. Let me where you work at?
Norman is retired.
Oh, he already worked.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's already worked for his money already. That's his
Right.
thing. Hey Carolyn, how are you? Now, I'm glad that she just came in too. Carolyn, we used to live on the same block, but she moved away. But what she did, she started her own business. She has a daycare. Okay, so you guys need to follow her too because she has a daycare. And I'm quite sure that she didn't sit around and wait for somebody to help her do this right here. She went through the classes. She did everything that she had to do. Now she has a successful daycare. I say this to say, if she was one of those women that was sitting around waiting for somebody to give her something, and she was constantly asking somebody to give me, would this have happened for her? No. Because what she wants to do, I'm quite sure somebody else didn't want to do it. But you see how she put it out there and she made it happen. And that's why I say, people, don't depend upon anybody for anything, whether it's male or female. Do not depend upon anybody, because a lot of times while you're sitting there depending upon somebody else, you're going to be left short. I'm going to close out my show, but I'm gonna let August go. August, thank you so very much for coming in.
Thank you
You guys
for having me.
No problem, no problem. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, August. Oh, okay. So I'm about to close this out, but before I close this out, you know I always have my last minute comments that I have to make. Carol, Norman says, congratulations. You guys go to YouTube and follow her, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Even with it, she even has videos in there showing the steps that she went to start her business. And you will see that she did it by herself. She wasn't sitting there waiting for somebody to come to help her to do anything. So I'm saying this to you guys to say, do not depend upon anybody for anything. Anything that you want, you go out there, you make a way for it to happen. And remember, there's a difference between a need and a want. As I close this in, you know I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I always tell you guys. Tell everybody about Diva-Villege. Hey Betty, how are you? Tell everybody about Diva-Villege. Next week is my last show for the season, and then I'm going to be gone for a while. I have a great show coming up next week. I like to end it on a great note. But what I need for you, hold on. Carol, August said congratulations. I need for you guys to go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel. It's Diva-Villege. It's Diva-Villege. Leave comments, good, bad, or indifferent. Wilma, I saw your comment that you left on my YouTube channel, and I appreciate that. You guys share my YouTube channel, have more people to go in there and sign up for my YouTube channel. With my YouTube channel, if you subscribe to my YouTube, while I'm taking the break from Diva-Villege, there are going to be a lot more stuff going up on YouTube. So you guys make sure that you subscribe to YouTube. Also, go to Bandcamp. Bandcamp's where my merchandise is, bottles, bags, t-shirts. That's where all my stuff is right there. My podcast, you can download my podcast. You can listen to it. Whenever you can't watch the show, you can listen to that. What else? What else? What else? What else? It's just so much, you guys. It's just so much. But Carolyn Betty said, congratulations. So again, you guys, thank you guys for riding with me. Again, next week will be the last one for the season. It's going to be a doozy. But I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys. August, thank you so very much for coming in and having this conversation with me. We got to get together and do more things. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And thank you for being in there sharing. Everybody else that was sharing, thank you very much. I love each and every one of you guys. Until next week, good night.